Welcome back, everyone. If this is your first time, I'm Kyle. I am one half of the Wandering Shores. So we are here inside our camper right now in the what we call the garage area, and we are excited to share with you a new product that just came out from LiTime. As most of you know, we have recently upgraded our batteries, and if you haven't seen that link, I'll put it up in the corner, but I encourage you to check that out. But we now have almost 600 amp hours of battery, and charging them can be a struggle sometimes if you're not getting solar. And so we have decided to reach out and work with LiTime about showing you this new 80 amp charger. This thing is going to come in extremely handy in charging up our batteries much quicker than we can do either through our converter that is built into the camper, which is specifically for lithium but only charges at about 45 on a good day amps. This thing's going to charge at around 80 amps and really get us charged up a lot quicker, so we're not having to run a generator as much on those times when we have cloudy days. We also are excited to show you another implementation with our friends Chris and Courtney, who are also going to be able to utilize this as well, because we both are needing to charge our lithium batteries a little bit faster, and this is a great option. All right, so we've got the box open and just wanted to kind of show you a quick unboxing. Comes very nicely packed. This is a solid cardboard box. We've got an Anderson connector with O-rings, or I'm sorry, lugs at the end for connecting to the battery that way. We have the actual other end of the Anderson connector, and as you can see right here in the box, we have the 80 amp hour. Let me set you down and I'm gonna pull that out of the box. It's a little hard to do while I'm holding the camera. Let me get you propped up. Sorry, folks. All right, there we go. Let me pull this out of the box. There we go. We got the manual, which is always helpful, and yeah, this thing's packed very nicely. Has some solid styrofoam. Make sure it stays safe during shipping. Pull that out of there. Get the power cord, and we're going to kind of go through how we plan to use this, both with our setup as well as with our friends Chris. All right, I had to call the professional over. So one of the things we're realizing regarding this 80 amp charger is that the lugs are extremely small. I don't know why they chose to use, what are these, 1/4? Quarter inch. And most batteries take a much larger lug than this. So what we're having to do now in our case scenario is we're gonna have to cut these ends off and put new lugs on there that will fit on our battery, because there's nothing we have that will connect either my batteries here or Chris's batteries. The lugs are much larger. So we're gonna have to, what size are we putting on, 3/8?
3/8.
We're putting on 3/8 inch, which is more of a standard size. So I will be touching base with the folks over at LiTime and letting them know that this could be a big issue, because especially on an 80 amp charger, you really need bigger lugs, because, you know, very few batteries are going to have 1/4 inch posts. So, all right, we'll show you what we do. All right, Rob and I have added new lugs to the end of the Anderson connector that was part of the original factory setup, and we have, for the moment, connected an extra wire to it that will go onto my lugs for my old batteries. As you guys know, we just recently replaced our batteries, and the lugs on the Renogy batteries are like 12 millimeters, and we don't have any more lugs that we can put on. And especially since Chris is going to be using this much more often than us, we decided just to kind of makeshift. So let me show you what that looks like. But yeah, it's charging at 74 amps right now. It's charging up my battery. So we're gonna have this thing all charged up, and before you know it, I'm gonna have it up for sale here at the Imperial Dam long-term visitor area. Hopefully somebody can use these. Our Eco Worthy that we got like a month ago. Have been working fantastic. And then we're going to take this over and we're going to show you what we're going to do with it in Chris's use case scenario, because his is a little bit different. He's not trying to sell some batteries and just top them off. He's going to be using this on a much more regular basis, probably daily. All right, everyone, like we had said earlier in the video, I wanted to show you another use case scenario for this LiTime 80 amp charger. So we're here at Chris and Courtney's. There's Chris.
Maddie.
And so let me quickly explain what's been going on with his. So he's got 3 100 amp hour lithium batteries. He's got them actually secured here under the sink. And he's got a lithium converter on his fuse panel, but for whatever reason, it only is charging these batteries at like 3 or 4 amps at most. And so trying to recharge these batteries at that rate is not working. It's pretty much useless. So we found out about this wonderful 80 amp charger and thought this might be the perfect situation. So let me show you what we did. So we've wired the end of the Anderson portion of the cable to his positive and negative on opposite ends of the string, and then we've got this connector here where we can just connect and disconnect when we need to. And then he's currently got his generator running, and so we're just powering the 80 amp hour charger off of his generator and charging these batteries up much faster than we ever would have been able to do using the converter. We're still working on trying to figure out if there's something we're missing with that converter. It's possible that it thinks it's in lead acid state and not lithium, but we can't jump it into lithium for whatever reason to charge at a higher rate. So this is a perfect solution and another prime example of how to use this thing on a day-to-day basis, especially when his solar isn't performing as well as we had hoped because of cloudy days. So we'll wrap this video up here shortly, but I wanted to show you another use case scenario for this LiTime 80 amp hour charger. So as you can see, there are a lot of uses for this LiTime 80 amp hour charger. We highly recommend it, and if you're looking for some discounts, check out the video description.